two encouraging takeaways from that pretty dismal loss to the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, for me, Grant, I looked at that game and just really the season as a whole, right? When Verrett went down, we thought it was the end of the world with the secondary. And they played pretty decent against the Eagles and then looked really bad again against Green Bay Packers. But I really thought that the secondary looked good. I thought the defense as a whole, Grant, looked really good. And that's one of the things that we were worried about as things started to kind of fall apart is this defense good enough to keep them in games? And I feel like we've got a resounding answer. And that answer is absolutely yes, they are. The other thing is the run game. What's going to happen to the run game? And you've had so many injuries. It looked really bad against Green Bay. That's a team you should have been able to run the ball against, and they were unable to do so. But they were able to run the ball this last week. And Trey Lance, if he plays, certainly can aid that. But even if he doesn't play, Sermon looked much better. Mitchell's probably on his way back. And Patrick, albeit, in very limited role, he looks decent too. So I feel like the 49ers can run the ball, and I feel like they can play defense. And that's what we thought they would be when the season started. And I'm starting to see both of those things come back and materialize again in front of our eyes. And for a long run, I think that that's encouraging.
Agree. I mean, the defense is very encouraging. It, kicked the shit out of the Seahawks. I'm sorry. I was trying to find like another way to put that, but they kicked the shit out of the Seahawks offense for 25 minutes. And the offense, the Jimmy Garoppolo offense, not Jimmy Garoppolo, but the Jimmy Garoppolo offense didn't really put the game away like it should have. And you saw what happened. So the defense is definitely encouraging. I want to say that the Trey Lance offense was encouraging. Not just Trey Lance, because there were some good and some bad. He's at this point, you really can't even call him a quarterback at this point, but he's a hell of an athlete. I was a little worried in preseason watching him take those sacks. Like, dude, are you not even going to scramble? What is going on? No, he will. And he's a hell of an athlete. And that one play where he was scrambling left stock, came back right through, you remember that? Was it Debo that he hit? I think, or was it Sanu? Anyway.
Well, it was Debo, the one where he had Sermon on the rollout and then he cut back and just threw it across his body. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I think all that's encouraging. And the fact that the offense is basically chaos with Lance on the field because he's so new. But that chaos, honestly, if I were a defensive coordinator, I don't want that chaos. I don't want to face that chaos. It makes me very reactive. And it puts me on my heels. Whereas when Jimmy's on the field, I'm teeing off. I'm attacking. I know what he does, what he doesn't do, and I'm attacking. With Trey, it's like, oh, damn. I don't know what they like to call. I don't know what this offense is. He's not turning the ball over. And even when he misses a read, he scrambles for 6 yards. It's very demoralizing. And I think it's encouraging that that's what he could do with no game plan, no preparation. Well, he could be a lot better if he actually gets the starters reps, which he's getting right now.
Yeah, and that's the adjective that I used to describe Trey Lance. As soon as I saw it play out, I said, I'm not going to pretend like it was pretty or perfect, but what I will say is this offense definitely had life injected into it, and it was encouraging.
6.8 yards per play with Trey Lance in the game, 5.9 with Jimmy Garoppolo. 5.9 is good.
It's good,
6.8 is great. And what's also nice about that, 5.1 yards per carry with Lance in the game, 4.7 with Jimmy. And there's a reason why. Let's be real specific. That backside defensive end, when he's under center on the stretch plays, when he's in the gun on the zone read, he's blocking that guy with his athleticism. That guy is more nervous about Trey Lance keeping the ball and bootlegging towards him than stopping the run. So all of a sudden, he's frozen. And he wouldn't be frozen like that against Jimmy Garoppolo because there's no threat of a bootleg. So he has an overall net positive impact on the offense, plus the fact that he doesn't turn the ball over. At least he didn't in this game and didn't in college. That's a nice addition too. Plus the scrambling. I like scrambles. Scrambles are good.
I do too. And that's the thing, right? I think a lot of people expect it to look differently, and maybe Kyle's in that camp, but it doesn't have to look good as long as it's effective. And the ball moves when Trey Lance was in the game.